Hey, New York City, I'm Jiaoying Summers. You are watching Comedy Matters TV with Jeffrey Gurian.
Thank you so
I have a
much.
big pageant smile for you.
Hey, it's Jeffrey Gurian here for Comedy Matters TV, and I'm at the Comedy Matters TV office with one of the hottest comics today, in from LA, Jiaoying Summers, who has like 1.2 million followers on TikTok and a couple of 100,000 on Instagram, and she's absolutely killing it. Welcome. So
Thank
good to
you
see
so
you.
much. I'm so happy I'm in New York.
I'm so happy to see you. You know, I've been hearing about you for a while, and then
Who did you hear me from besides TikTok?
your name popped up, I don't know, on my screen. It just keeps coming up, and it's like, you know, I'm like...
Algorithm.
Maybe, yeah, and I'm like, you know, my reputation is that I have to know everyone in comedy, so I'm like, I must know this girl. So I went to see you the other night, and I was very impressed.
Yeah.
It was really, really,
Appreciate
really
that.
great, yeah. And you're very different, and you're very outspoken on stage, and the audience loves you. But one question I have, why does everyone think you're Asian?
I think because of my chinky eyes.
She said that, not me.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's very authentic. You know, I see a lot of people, sometimes they make believe they have an English accent. People would absolutely think you're Chinese. It's incredible.
Yeah, me so funny.
Tell me about your background. How did you get into comedy in the first place? Like, first of all, how long have you been here from China? When did you come to this country?
I came to America 2009 when I was 18 years old, and I went to University of Kentucky. I learned English, and then I learned international economics, and I minored in theater. Want to become an actress.
Well, you really did your homework with English because you speak very well, and it's very hard. You know, English and Chinese have nothing in common.
Nothing.
Chinese is basically the Rubik's Cube of languages. You could listen to that language your entire life and never figure out one word.
To all the haters out there, I'm very funny in Chinese. Just
It's so great. So you came here at 18, and when did you start actually performing? When did you first go up on stage?
3 years ago, exactly on November. So almost 3 years anniversary for me.
See, and that's amazing because the rule used to be that you couldn't even get known until you're doing comedy for 10 years. And you're blowing up. I mean, you're everywhere. And social media these days is incredible, right? I mean, years ago, there was no social media. People just had to work hard and hope to get tours and travel. But how'd you learn to do TikTok and Instagram so well?
I did two things because I have no patience and I also respect hard work. So when I started, I realized there's not enough stage time for me because I want my 10,000 hours in my first year or half. Like I wanted to get to the 10,000 hours as soon as I can. And though I
What
bought
hours, please?
10,000 hours.
Oh, 10,000 hours, like 10,000 steps. You want
10,000 hours on stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought my own comedy club.
This is amazing.
In
You
2
bought
months.
a comedy club.
That's what happens when you don't marry for love. And then pandemic.
That was your first marriage, is that correct?
My first marriage is to the love of my life. I still respect and love him, but I don't know about him. He's amazing. He's my college sweetheart. Then my second husband is my previous, the one I just got out of the marriage, which I have 2 beautiful babies with, which I'm very grateful for. The
Yes.
kids are cute.
I'm glad to hear you say that because that's amazing. It's a gift that not everybody gets a chance to have.
Yeah, they are really cute. Even my daughter is cute. They are cute good babies. They are really great kids.
And in this country, you can have girls and you don't have to worry about it, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would have 4 girls now. Okay. I'm
Well-
kidding. It's a joke.
No, I know. Your story says that when you were born, they didn't want girls in China.
It's the one-child policy. You can only have one child, and you want that child to be a boy. And if it's a girl, you know, just
You went up in a dumpster.
well, I was on my way to the dumpster. My father almost got me to the dumpster, but my mother changed her mind the last minute. So she changed her mind. And she made sure I know that.
Yeah.
Whenever I have an A- in school, I did not bring you back from the dumpster for A-. Hey, marriage is good. American mom, it's good, it's great. I'm so proud of you. You're doing best. You're honey. 为什么？为什么？ That's Chinese mom. Sorry, I'm yelling.
That's okay.
I love my mom. She's learning English right now. I'm so
Oh,
excited.
really? I was going to ask
I'm
you
so
that.
excited.
She's in this country or in China still?
She's here helping me with my baby full time. And she's here right now. She's actually learning English right now. I'm so excited because now she can abuse me in 2 languages. She can tell me, "You're a fat pig" in Chinese and English, both. I'm gonna get funnier. I'm gonna get funnier by day. Like, it's gonna.
That's
I'll blow
amazing.
up. I'll blow up in next month. My mom is gonna be abusing me in English. I'll become Ronnie Dangerfield. That's
Yeah.
he was.
The Asian Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, because my mom can now tell me how ugly I am in English too. That's exciting. You can write me some. I can probably borrow some jokes from Ronnie.
From Rodney.
You wrote.
He was he was the first big star that I ever wrote for. He used to do my stuff on the Tonight Show
I love
with
him.
Johnny Carson.
I love him.
That was truly amazing. So your mom inspires you, huh?
I love
she's
my
tough
mother.
on you, right?
My
Yeah.
mom is the greatest gift in my life. She is my champion. I look up to her. She is powerful, smart, brilliant, and in English we also say a cunt. But it's not.
And she saved you.
She did. She made sure I know it every day.
Yeah, right. She doesn't not remind you, right? She reminds you on a constant basis.
Only on Tuesdays.
So you opened up a comedy club. Tell me about that. What's the name of it and where is it?
It's called the Hollywood Comedy on Melrose, 1 mile away from the
Improv?
Improv.
Mhm.
In between, I think before you hit Paramount Studios, is on Melrose, a storefront, Cahuenga. It's really a comedy place for misfits because in LA, I mean everywhere, before you are known as a good comedian, nobody wants you on stage. Even though you are doing it for free, nobody wants. So you have to do the lotteries in a bar to try to get on, or it's just impossible. Impossible.
People have no idea how hard it is to make
It's
a break
impossible
in
to be on
comedy. They have
stage.
no idea.
I was sitting on my long chair outside of the Love Factory, waiting for the audition from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m., 5 p.m. every Tuesday. I did it. Nobody know I did that. They were like, "How can you get into the Love Factory in less than a year and a half? Like, who do you know?" Nobody. I couldn't even get picked. I wait for so long. I never get picked. Always pick this mediocre, unfunny white guy. I was never get picked, and it was also like until I entered this competition, search for the funniest female comic, and I was picked, and I became a regular, a paid regular. The first time I saw my name on the marquee, that's when Ali Wang was marketing her new special, Dong Wang. That's her, and that's me, Jiaoying Summers. This is my face on it.
With Ali Wang? Mm-hmm.
And because I was encouraged to do stand up by the director John Singleton. He pointed me the direction of stand up comedy. I didn't even know the word of stand up comedy. What is it? I was trying to be an actress, but obviously I failed in acting because my me love you long time accent is. Yeah, it was. It's a very fateful day. I auditioned for this TV show called Rebel. John Singleton did this TV show. I don't need it to get a call. Okay, this is just a phone call. I auditioned for this character. Her name is Karma. It's a Chinese American girl who was born in San Francisco. She's the best friend of the lead lady, and but she has to have a local Oakland accent. And the main character is a black girl who is a cop. So this girl should be like the sidekick. It's like kind of like the rush hour.
Right. Is there an Oakland section in China?
Yeah, in Shanghai. But there's more white people in Shanghai than Oakland. I'm kidding. I remember I auditioned for this, and I prepared. I spent a lot of money coaching, and I trained with the best acting coach. Howard Fine was my acting coach. I learned from the foundation to the master class with Howard Fine. He's also Jewish. Mm-hmm. He's brilliant. He's one of the best alive.
That's kind of redundant, Jewish and brilliant.
Yeah.
It goes with the territory.
He did not like me when first time I go to the acting class in my high heels. He's like, this is not a nightclub. I was also late. He gave me the side eye. He's gay, so like the gay man give you the side eyes, like they are giving you the side eye. He's like, so he hated me so much because he didn't like people who are late, who doesn't look like she's gonna work hard. He doesn't care. He wants you to work hard. And I remember he gave me Lady Macbeth. He wanted to make me or break me. He's like, you're gonna know you are not made to do this. And I did it. He stood up, gave me like a standing ovation, and he said, I was wrong about you.
That's truly
You are
amazing.
a brilliant actress.
Wow.
And that I know I can do acting. I worked very hard. I memorized everything. I did Lady Macbeth. I did it. And so he told me that I remind him of Goldie Hawn and Lucille Ball, which I don't even know comedy. He never told me stand-up comedy. He said, you should try comedy. I didn't know that's stand-up until I auditioned for Rebel. I forgot some line. I started improvising. John Singleton just lost his mind, started laughing so hard. He walked across the desk behind the casting. He just walking was he's pulling out on YouTube Ali Wang's Baby Cobra comedy special.
yeah.
You should be doing this. I said, what? He's like, a stand-up comedy. You can be as funny as Ali Wang.
Isn't that something? And coming from John Singleton, that really means a lot. But I like that you mentioned that he talked about how you dressed, because you dress very well on stage, and I think that's so important. Enough people don't do that.
I'm from the dumpster. Like I'm on stage with lights. People are watching me. I want to be as beautiful as I can be. I want all the girls who's not wanted to know that if Jiaoying Summers can do it, you can do it better. That's what I want. So I want to look glamorous every moment of my life.
And you do, and I'm so glad that you said that, because most people go on stage looking like they're trying to be homeless. It bothers me.
Well,
People
if you're a comedian, trying to be homeless is pretty ambitious, because homeless makes more people than you do.
Yeah, that's very true in the beginning. That's very, very true. But it's nice to see somebody with style. And a lot of people have no style, and you have a very unique style. And I'm glad that you bring that to the stage. It shows respect for your audience.
Exactly. They
to me.
pay, come to see you. They don't come to pay to see a bum. Like, they don't want that. I feel like being easy on the eye is very important, because I feel like when we meet some people, before you open your mouth, they already decide who you are, just looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
They know who you are, where you're from, what you've been through, who are you.
Right. People like to put people in categories. It makes
Yeah.
them comfortable. They like, and if you don't fit into a category, you really stand out. So you could fit into many categories, but you don't, because you're unique. And that's what drew me to coming to see you. I'm like, this girl is unique. I like unique. Like, Gilbert Gottfried was always one of my favorite comedians because he was so unique. Judah Friedlander, there's nobody like him, you know. And I always appreciate that. A lot of comedians talk about the similar things. But when you can bring a unique energy to the stage, to me, that's very important.
I think so. I want people, after they saw my show, to laugh their ass off, and at the same time to think, to just just connect with me, to not feel alone.
So tell me about social media. Like, how did you learn to get so good at TikTok? And you've got 1.2 million followers, probably more than that right now. So how did that come about? How did you suddenly start building up so many?
When I bought a comedy club on my son's birthday, I was hosting 10 hours a day open mic, just so I can learn to do all my bombing in private. So when I'm at Caroline's, I can impress the greatest comedy writer, you, who would come to see me, be like, oh, she is amazing. But I did all my bombing in private by myself, crying in my little black theater box on Melrose in Hollywood. And then pandemic came, and then it's like I only opened the place for like 1 month. I go from 10 hours on stage every day to no stage at all. So I put my phone out and started to talk about my jokes into my camera. Then I started posting them on TikTok, but then I realized that some of them go viral. I have millions of views. People love me for it. They connect with me.
I think you've got like 200 million views or something like that.
Like almost a 500 million.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, 500 million.
500 million, yeah.
So I realized that it's a new way of doing stand-up. I don't have to spend 10 years to find out who I am. I write 6 jokes, I post them every day, and one of them go viral. That will be the video, the joke I write. I realized it will be about me being a dumpster baby, about the beauty standard, me being an ugly baby, ugly girl in China. The beauty standard in China and the US is so different. Me fail in marriage, being a mom, being a Chinese daughter, having a Chinese mom, the difference between a Chinese wife and Japanese wife and Chinese mom and American mom, white boyfriend and black boyfriend, or like a Jewish boyfriend, or people relate to that kind of stuff. Then I just, I found out who I am by social media. I don't have to spend 10 years to find out who I am bombing on stage all over New York because people, you don't get seen. I get seen on social media, and I'm so grateful for social media to help me develop who I am, finding my voice. I think I'm lucky to be very, very lucky to be able to find my voice in less than 10 years. It's because of social media helped me discover who I am and what hits, what connects with my audience. Connecting with them is the most important thing for me to make sure they understand that what I'm doing, the connection is so beautiful.
Absolutely. It's all about energy. Everything is about energy. People don't really realize that, but when you come out on stage, the audience responds to the energy that you put out. And you come on stage with powerful energy. Some people come up very low energy,
Yeah.
and then they wonder why the audience doesn't respond.
Yeah, they
But you
they
come
want
on-
to sleep. Yeah, they want to sleep. You put them to sleep.
I come on the same way. From the very first second I'm on, I'm doing a joke. I'm right there. And I appreciated that about you too. Like, you come right out. You don't wait. Nobody cares. I don't do like, how are you guys doing? What's happening? No one cares about that. Where are
No.
you from? I don't
No.
do much crowd work, really.
No.
I have material, and that's what you do. You
Unless
do-
somebody dies in the audience, I'll address it. But I don't really do. Or they disturb me, I'll go back and fire back to them. But they come there to laugh their ass off.
Right. And not about the people in the audience. They come to laugh at your material, and you obviously work hard at writing your material.
Yeah, I write every day. Every morning I wake up, I start writing. Something hit my mind, I write, and sometimes they connect to my existing materials. I develop them. So I'm a writer. I'm a poet. I am also a calligrapher. My grandpa is an amazing poet.
Well, in
So
order
I
to
write
write
in
Chinese characters, yeah.
Classical. I'm very well trained in classical Chinese literature, and that's why I have the immense love for words. And I felt that really, the flow of my jokes really connect to me writing poetry for 20 years. Since I was 4, I started writing political, like haikus and all of this. Every word has to match the tone, and it has to run. My grandpa was very strict, and I love words. I was so lonely.
In order to be a good comedian, you have to be a wordsmith. You have to
I
love
words.
Words, me too.
Yeah,
Playing with words.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I was a lonely child. My best friend were poetry books and the writing about why nobody likes me and falling in love with a boy and he never talked to me when I was a younger girl. But my words keep me busy and made me happy.
But look at you now. Amazing. What a transformation. I can't picture you being a plain little girl. And you said that they didn't like full lips.
That's ugly in China.
In China, it's ugly.
In China, is I have nickname dumpling lips, cage fighter,
Amazing.
Rocky.
In this country, women pay a fortune to get what you have naturally.
Yeah, I'm so grateful. I can save some money on that. As a Chinese, I'm very happy.
Yeah, because in some ways you're not typical what people expect of Chinese, and it's a fascinating culture. When I studied Japanese, they use kanji, which are Chinese letters, and they said some of those letters have 120 strokes.
Oh yeah, and
Like
also
an
meanings
amazing-
too.
Meanings.
Different meanings too. That's why I wrote names in English,
Yeah.
in Chinese.
I enjoy you doing that. I've been watching some of them. So how do you roast Jeffrey? What does that mean?
Jeffrey in Chinese means 姐夫. 姐 means sister. 夫 means husband, which is sister's husband, which is brother-in-law. So whenever I meet somebody whose name is Jeff or Jeffrey, I'm like, he's like, hi, I'm Jeff or Jeffrey. I'm like, when did you fucking my sister? Like, when did you fuck my sister? Like, this, like, I won't ask your name, like, you're fucking my sister now? Like, this is for the second time we meet. Like, too much information.
Is your sister here or is she in China?
My sister's in China. She actually just had a new baby, a baby girl.
So she's taken.
She's married. She's
yeah.
younger. She's married. She looks like my mom. I look like my dad. And we look like we are two different people. We don't look like sisters at all. She's like traditionally beautiful in Chinese standard. Very pale skin, small lips, small face, pretty. And I'm cage fighter, which my dad. I'm my dad.
But it's interesting that your dad wound up having two girls, not just one,
Yeah,
but a second
son.
daughter.
He had a son.
Oh, he has a son too. Oh,
Yeah, my little brother.
amazing, absolutely amazing.
He's actually moving here to be my driver and my.
I'm reaching for something because I want to make sure. Let me see. Hold on a second. I wrote down some Chinese phrases. I want you to tell me if you can understand what I'm saying. Okay?
Mhm.
对不起，请问你会说英文吗？
我会说英文，我听得懂。
But did you understand what I said? I don't
Yeah.
understand your answer.
Yeah, you said that. Excuse me, can you speak English?
Okay. See if you can understand this. 我不会说普通话。
I don't speak Mandarin.
Okay. 你会说一点英文吗？
Can you speak a little bit English?
See, hey, I can't believe it.
Yeah, you can speak Chinese.
我是
Well, you're Jewish.
美国人。
You are technically Chinese anyway.
Well, isn't that
You
interesting?
eat so many Chinese food. Jewish people, you are technically half Chinese now.
You know that. See,
Yeah.
I didn't know that Chinese people knew that. Jewish people always ate Chinese food on Sunday night growing up in the Bronx.
Come on, Jeffrey! I listened to this song of Barbara Streisand, "The New York State of Mind." You know, when she was redoing this song, what did she do it with? I forgot. I think Billy Joel. She in the recording studio, she's like, "Let's get some pizza." And Billy's like, "How about some Chinese?" And Barbara said, "Even better." I'm like, "You can't. You have to put this in New York State of Mind. New York State of Mind is." I know American culture. I know Hollywood. I know
that's
the
like
history.
Jewish
I
culture.
love.
I didn't know that other people knew that. Growing up in the Bronx on Sunday night, that was Chinese food. And in those days, they didn't know that you could be allergic to MSG, monosodium glutamate. And in those days, I don't think they use that anymore in Chinese food. And I would get terrible headaches I was allergic to MSG and nobody knew. And I would always tell my parents, I don't want to go because I feel sick when I eat Chinese food. And they just thought that I didn't want to go with my parents because when you reach a certain age, you don't want to hang out with your parents. But it was really that I was allergic to MSG. Do you know about MSG in Chinese
Is
food?
that gluten? Or
Monosodium glutamate is called, and I think they banned it. I think they outlawed from using it in Chinese food.
Okay,
But
good.
all Chinese food used to have that in it.
maybe it's something 味精, something like that. I think it's not good.
But Jewish people love Chinese food.
They do.
It's amazing.
It's delicious. Chinese food is delicious. Chinese food is great. There's nothing better than Chinese food is. I miss my Peking duck date with my friend who owns a restaurant here. It's not a date. We are friends. But he's trying to take me to Flushing for the best Peking duck. But I flew in. I took a shower at 3, and I take a tiny nap, and then I'm going to Caroline's. So I couldn't have time to go to have Peking duck. I really wanted. Chef Peter, take me to the have. I don't have time. Today, I need my nails done. Then I have 2 shows, Caroline's.
And you're launching your podcast tonight, right?
I'm actually going to be doing a solo as the introduction of the Tiger Milk podcast. Yeah. Yes, I am launching.
Tiger MILF.
Tiger
which
MILF.
is such a great name.
It's very
fantastic.
different from Tiger Betty, okay? Bobby Lee is very different. I'm not taking anything from you. I mean, people can get confused, like Jiaoying Summers look just like a Bobby Lee. Yeah, when I don't have makeup, me and Bobby are the same person, but...
But he takes off his shirt
Yeah.
all the time, and I'm sure it
Well,
doesn't look like you.
His boob's bigger than mine, but my dick's bigger than his. Also, Bobby, you and I, we are the same height if I wear heels, right? That's also his skin is better than mine because he has so much calm on it. I'm kidding, Bobby. I love you.
He's a funny dude.
I love it.
He's
I
a
love
crazy
Bobby.
man. He's a crazy
I was
man.
standing at the comedy store in the hallway. Bobby and all the fucking legends are on the other side of the parking lot. I was standing there. He walked to me like, you're funny. I don't think people with accent are funny, but you're different. You're funny. I'm like, we can work together. He's like, soon. I'm like, well, I'm bigger, bitch. Like, fuck you. I love you, Bobby.
That's nice when someone comes over and compliments you.
Somebody who you
Tells
look up
you're-
to.
Yeah, who comes.
I look up to Bobby.
Exactly.
And guess what? This November 12th, I'll be inducted into Asian Hall of Fame with Margaret Cho.
Real? Oh, that's huge. That is huge.
They have Jackie Chan, they have Bruce Lee, they have Nancy Kwan. It is. I'll be in the Hall of Fame with my idols. I couldn't even believe it. I just got my manager with 3 hours yesterday. We are.
I was there for that. I was there for that. Every once in a while.
Together.
Every once in a while, I'm there for something special.
Also, Jeffrey, he writes for my favorite comedians of all time, and he sees something special in me, and that's very special. It's a huge, huge weekend for me.
You're talking about me.
There's only one Jeffrey sitting right next to me who writes for Joan Rivers and Rodney Dangerfield. I don't know who's also a dentist. I don't know. Do you know somebody else?
No, there's only one. Unfortunately, there's only one. But it was so nice that Joan was your idol, that you looked up to Joan, because she was one of the most special people that I ever worked with. And I see a lot of you in her.
I think if
or a lot of her in you is what I should say.
I feel like if she's still alive, she would probably like me.
I think so too. I think she would really embrace you. For your honesty,
she'd be like, "Oh, Ping Pong, where have you been?"
Ling Flang.
Now go make me some food, Chinese bitch.
I could see her doing that.
Yeah, I'll laugh.
Yeah. As I was telling you, even her funeral was funny. You know, people, they couldn't take it seriously. It's just a shame that she's gone. She was one of the nicest people that I ever worked with. Such a kind and sweet person. And beautiful.
I always thought she was beautiful. And I was looking at her old photos. And I look at how she had this beautiful blonde hair with little black dress. It's like Audrey. It's like Marilyn. It's
and
so
tendrils.
classy.
See, these are tendrils.
Tendrils, right?
Tendrils. Love it. It's the best.
Pearl.
The best.
Diamonds are girl's best friend.
Yes.
I love that joke. She's like, women are smarter than men because a man's best friend is a dog. A girl's best friend is diamonds. You know, that's so funny. I'm like, oh my god, she kills me.
It's hilarious. She was the best. She was just so funny. And so you're doing the New York Comedy Festival that's coming up in November,
yes,
right?
November 10th.
And that's huge. That's a very hard festival
doing
to get
1
into.
hour.
Oh, really? Doing 1 hour?
Tiger Milk for 1 hour, and I'm doing.
How did that come about? Tell me about that, because that's very interesting to people.
So I got my first 5 minutes feature spot at Caroline's, I would say around April. Mm-hmm. They liked me a lot. I was invited back to do Jiaoying Summers and Friends to headline my first show at Caroline's. They love me even more. I got back 2 weeks ago to do my 1 hour at Caroline's. And Caroline's also are one of the founders for New York Comedy Festival.
Oh, they are other founders, yeah, sure.
They selected me to do my 1 hour. I was supposed to do it at Caroline's, but I think they want me to have a good slot, which is on a Thursday night, 10 p.m. And I got to do the stand. The stand is also so special to me.
Absolutely.
I love the stand. They really care about me. They love me. They give me spots, and I am just so grateful for the stand. I'll be doing it in the main room because this bitch is the main bitch. I'm not a side chick. Okay, I'm the main bitch.
You're not a side chick. You're the main bitch, right?
Yeah, I eat the side chick.
Yeah, the Italia brothers are great at the stand. And has Caroline herself seen you yet?
She hasn't seen me yet. I think she probably heard about me from Louis.
Louis Veranda, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to be there. What's the date? Do you know? It's a Thursday, you said?
Thursday, November 10th.
November
10 p.m. at the stand in the main room. And
no, at Caroline's in the main room, you said, right?
No, the stand.
At the stand?
Yes. That they have.
Oh, is that part of the New York Comedy Festival? It's
yes.
going to be at the stand.
They have a lot of venues. Also, your friend Joe Coy is also going to be performing at New York Comedy Festival at the biggest place, the Madison Square.
Oh, really? Oh, that's going to be amazing.
That's the biggest thing he said in his career.
Yeah, for sure.
So I wish I could feature for him. I'll be in New York, Joe Coy. I'll be in New York, Joe Coy.
Yeah, I'll have to contact him too.
Hi, Joe.
Tell him.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hey, Joe. From
Can you
both
hear
of
me?
us.
I'm kidding. I'm not rude. I love Joe.
Joe is incredible. You know, you say that people have a hard time saying your name.
Mm-hmm. Jiaoying.
Jiaoying.
Jiaoying. Summers is the harder part, but I could get Jiaoying.
Well, I'll tell you how I remember it because I say I enjoy Jiaoying.
Nice. Yeah, that's Jiaoying.
I'm enjoying Jiaoying.
Yeah, enjoying. Yeah, enjoying
Jiaoying.
Yes, you could enjoying Jiaoying.
Right. The whole world is enjoying Jiaoying.
I hope
and
so.
That's how I remember.
I hope so, except my ex-husbands. I mean, I sell out everywhere, including my ex-husbands, like including husbands. They all sold out.
I think it's great that you talk about that and that you honor the fact that you have 2 children, because that's very special.
They are such beautiful children. I'm so grateful for my ex-husband. He's a beautiful man. Not
Do they
from the
look
inside.
Asian? Are they Asian?
All of them is like kind of Russian looking, but don't tell him. I'm kidding. They are Asian boys and girls, a boy and a girl. They are beautiful, beautiful children. They are really cute.
I bet they are.
Yeah, they are really boys handsome. The girl's gorgeous. The girl got my personality. She is a terrorist. She just slaps my son around.
She's 4.
She's 2.
Oh, she's 2.
Boy
Really?
is 4,
Oh.
almost 4, 3.5, 1.5. I mean, almost. The girl is almost 2. The boy is almost 4.
Did it take you a while to get back into shape after you had babies?
No, my mom told me that our dog, Big Yellow, had 5 puppies and lose the weight in 2 days. If you are still fat, you should really reconsider why you're still alive. I love Joan Rivers that she said, when I hate when people tell me they are 95 and they're like, I think I'm gonna die soon. She's like, you are 9 years beyond goodbye. Like, I don't feel bad for you dying. I love her. So I kind of think like that's kind of, my mom's like, I'm like, Mom, what happens if I die young? She'd be like, what do you mean you die young? You are 32 years beyond goodbye. I got it from the dumpster.
Anyway, listen, this has been very, very special for me. I've interviewed so many people, but I was really looking forward to speaking to you. And because
Did you talk to my my publicist?
I haven't spoken to her yet.
Pamela wrote to you.
I got a message from her, yes, but now I'll tell her that we got together and that it was amazing. And a year from now, she's going to be untouchable. You'll probably be playing Madison Square Garden yourself.
Yes.
And then I can say, I already knew you.
Yes. Yeah. I will be doing that. Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, you check her out November the 10th, is
November
it, on Thursday?
10th, on
At
Thursday,
the New York
at
Comedy
the
Festival
stand.
at the stand.
Yeah, Tiger MILF.
Tiger MILF. And check out, you'll be seeing her podcast as well.
Hashtag, you can't cancel me, you can't pronounce my name. Unless you are smart like Jeffrey, but not everybody's as smart as him.
Joying. I love it. And enjoy. That's why I put it together with enjoying. I'm enjoying.
You are a
enjoying.
wordsmith.
Yes.
Obviously, you would know. I love everything you do, and thank you so much just teaching me about the amazing history of comedy, and I wish I can make some history.
Yeah, I have to get you up on the wall, for sure. So I wish you the best of luck, and thank you so much for coming on. You mind a hug? You're the best.
Thank you so
The
much.
best.
Thank
You're
you so
absolutely
much.
the
Tell
best.
my mom.
I'm very close to your mom. I'll tell her when I speak to her later. Hey guys, thanks for watching Comedy Matters TV. To check out some of our other videos, click on the boxes on either side of me. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Not just for me, but for my parents.